Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
Husker fans, get ready for another thrilling season at Hibner Stadium with the reigning Big Ten champion Nebraska soccer team. Season tickets for the 2024 season are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to support the Huskers as they go head-to-head with some of the top teams in the country, including Oklahoma State, Penn State, and Duke. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or call 1-800-8-BIG-RED.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. Doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Dorn. God bless you.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall-to-Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln. Rosie's Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
The weather is hot, the kids are out of school, and you're on your way to the lake and summer road trips. Are you getting to your vacation spot comfortably, or is your car letting you down? Mullen Motors Lot is full of great vehicles to take home so you don't have to worry about your current car barely surviving another road trip. Come check out their lot just north of 48th and Layton and find your next ride for summer road trips and beyond. Mullen Motors.
No taglines, just quality vehicles. Mullen Motors.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, probably sunny skies with the high around 84. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy skies with the low around 64. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies return with the high around 88. I'm meteorologist Kyle Buck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Community means something different to everyone. But for me, it means cheering on those around you during the good times and helping them out during the tough times. I'm softball player Jordy Ball, and I've been blessed with the support of my friends, family, coaches, and community throughout my life. When looking for a bank to call home, it was easy to choose Midwest Bank. I never feel like just another customer, and they're proud to support their communities. They love what they do, and it shows. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0, and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska eSports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green, all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Brought to you by Sand Hills Global on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. Big week this week. Big Ten Media Day taking place in Indianapolis. Of course, the 93.7 team will be there, AD. So many questions they'll have.
There is going to be a lot going on. Big Ten Media Days, of course, as you mentioned, the whole squad's going to be there starting tomorrow, all day from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. nightly, Monday until Thursday, actually. The whole squad will be out there taking care of biz. The number of guys leaving today. And it is Monday. It's a beautiful Monday morning out, folks. Thanks for riding with us this morning, as always. Rafferty, how was H-Town? How was Hastings all week, man?
Oh, it wasn't too bad. The weather was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Nice and cool outside. Yeah, it was good. It was good. I was stunned. I was telling you last night, I drove through Grand Island last night, and that casino hotel that they're building out by the fairgrounds is insane.
So is the hotel done yet?
It's close.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, they might have some inside stuff to do, but I was crazy because when I left the state fair last year at this time, next month, they had not even began construction yet. And last night I drove out there and I could see something and I was like, that cannot be the hotel already. And it's like an 8-story, maybe a 9-story hotel. And it's right next. It's just to the north of the horse track. It's crazy.
I have not seen, obviously, I remember they were just doing the outlines for it, kind of like you. You probably seen a lot more advanced because when I seen it was in the summertime. They were kind of, the outlines, et cetera, for it. But I bet you would change the landscape up big time.
Yeah, I was thinking it was going to be like longer. I thought I was going to drive out there last night and just see like the outline of it, But I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, they flew.
They got it on.
They're ready to get it going.
They got it on and popping there. Well, the Lincoln one, Warhorse. The only time I've been out there is when we kind of went out there and drove out there for some game stuff. I haven't been inside that. I'm not sure how much is advanced, how much it looks like.
Yeah, I haven't been.
Because we're supposed to get a hotel, aren't we?
Yeah, it's coming around. I guess I drove by it last week because I was going out to the All-Star Home Run Derby contest. Yeah, that guy, it didn't catch my eye as much as the Grand Island one is crazy, but I guess you're just not used to seeing it. So,
and then Norfolk's supposed to get Columbus will have one too.
Oh yeah, they got
right along the highway.
I think that's a Harrah's, I believe. That's gonna be a big one too.
Now that one I haven't seen anything. I seen when they had the fences up and everything when I was coming back from, I forget where I was at up there, that area speaking. But this was last year too, though. So I'm not sure. I can only imagine how much they've done out there at this point.
And then the one up in Omaha, around, was it 72nd and Q area up there? They got that one that they're building.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, on that Horseman's Park.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I definitely remember that one. I haven't seen that one at all. Brad from Baldwin, good morning. He goes, once again, Lincoln is behind.
It's coming around.
Well, it was a good weekend. Rafferty was in H-Town. Had a chance to hang out with DF. And my boy Troy Boithy. We We played as well as Nick Sainert. And we met another guy that I can't met. I've known Brad Crane off and on throughout the years with Union Bank. So it was a good time. We played, had a early morning tea time at Holmes. Man, the weather was beautiful out there Saturday morning. Man. It wasn't humid. It wasn't hot. The sun wasn't blazing. So we had a good time out there. Dude, I'm kind of liking the morning golf because you're done.
Yeah.
Our tee time was at 7:57, and by 12:05, we were done, 12:10.
Yeah, I messaged you at 12:30 and you're already sleeping.
No. No, we were hanging out still.
Taking a nap.
Yeah. No, that would have been, no, I did. That would have been later because we hung out and watched golf until about 2:30. And then, but when I got home, though, I crashed until for like 3.5, 4 hours. Troy said that wasn't a nap. That was a hibernation. And then I woke up and then chilled some more, man. I didn't leave my house other than I watched church online yesterday morning. I did not leave my house yesterday. Nice. Literally did not leave my house. And then obviously watched the Open and then just chilled, man. Kiddos came over for dinner later on in the evening and hung out, man. But that was about it.
Perfect.
It's kind of nice not having to leave the house at all.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, those are good
You need
days.
you need some days like that.
Yes, indeed, man. Yes, indeed. Need some days like that for sure. Well, folks, there is a lot of sporting news that is going on. We are getting closer to the Huskers checking in for fall camp, which seems weird as heck, Raff. I don't know, man. It just seemed like after the 4th of July, dude, everything just blazes.
It felt like the summers flew by.
It does.
Like I'm like, oh, we're just getting into summer. I'm like, oh, football starts in, what are we down to? 40.
I'm looking at it right now. 40 days on the online. 40 days, 2 hours, 32 minutes, and 1 second.
That's
and
right.
Counting. 40 days left, and
That's wild.
It is nuts to think about.
Basically, with a Big Ten Media Day, they come back. So I practice start Saturday.
40 days from now, whatever that is from right now.
Well, you practice has to start, I would think, probably Sunday. I would think.
Yeah, I would think so. And
then I guess they're living back in the dorms this for the first 10 days or 14 days.
Because you figure, so for 4 days until the first kickoff, so you figure minus 2 weeks from 2 weeks from that is when we start 2 weeks before the season, or it's 3 weeks before the season?
Usually like 3.5, 4.
So yeah, so basically in a little less than 3 weeks, man.
Man, that's wild.
They will be on.
And then you got August 3rd. You got the Big Red Preview.
Mm-hmm.
You guys going to be there for that?
Probably not. Probably not. Dude, I have not been to a Nebraska football game in, I don't know the last time I've been to a Nebraska football game. I think
I'm having flashbacks to some of them we've kind of been
I
to.
think it was the one where I went and spoke for Coach Osborne's that we stayed for a quarter because it was 185 degrees outside.
I don't think we made it a quarter.
No, I think we made for maybe 2 series. Now, obviously, we watch them all very closely. I like the fact where I can watch a game. And people say, why don't you go to the games? Well, number one, I was born and raised. I can't say born and raised. I started going to games about 84, all the way growing up, to when I was down there. And then shortly thereafter, I just like watching the game from a different perspective.
Well, I was laughing. I've not been to a Broncos game since 2004.
20 years.
I was born in 04, Raff.
I know. Crazy.
The last time you went to a game, you were in diapers, bro.
Oh yeah.
I was 30. I was a man. I was 30.
Oh man, it goes by quick, but I obviously will definitely be staying tuned to what's going on this year, man.
Oh no, I take that back. I have not been to a game in Denver in 20 years. I went to the Cowboys Broncos Thanksgiving Day game when Peyton had the end around bootleg or whatever, the 55-51 game or whatever that was. That was a high scoring affair.
There in Mile High?
No, it was in Jerry World.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's been a grip, but I might get to one. I might get to a couple this year, actually. Obviously, we do our pre-game show and things of that nature would be a lot of fun, but actually staying for I don't know when the last time I stayed for an entire game, let alone go to one, but just win. Shoot, that's all I want. Just win. Just win. That's it. Well, folks, we got a lot lined up. Nebraska signs a big recruit in football this weekend. Obviously, the Open as well, which basically at hole 7, I would say three holes left. It was pretty much, we knew Xander was going to win unless he just actually did something absolutely stupid his last 3 holes, which we have seen before, though.
It's been done.
It has been done before. There have been guys who have melted down at the Open before. Xander was not one of those, and just a cool story. Lots of cool stories about Xander Schauffele. Just a dude to where it just feels good to see him win it. So we'll talk a lot about him as well. Husker signing recruit, also the new name for the D-line. It's a new name, which we were talking about a little bit last week. We'll dive into more on that as well, because there's a lot to discuss when it comes up to that. Folks, it is Monday. It's the ride. We've arrived.
Let's ride. Russell Wilson's already seeping in your head.
Of course, folks, all this month, 1890nebraska.com, 1890nebraska.com, the official collective of Illinois Athletics. If you want to contribute, make that investment, go to 1890nebraska.com. Sponsored each day, each morning by the collective, the official one of Nebraska Athletics. We'll be right back, folks. It's Monday.
Your business runs like a well-oiled machine. It's important that your actual machines do too. Stern is here to make sure you don't have to worry about that. They provide solutions for heavy equipment and automotive fuels, lubricants, and equipment guard options. And with Stern's commitment to customer service for the past 40 years, you know you have a partner to help support your operations for years to come. Contact Roger at Stern Company by calling 1-800-477-2744 or visit them online at stern.co. Stern Company, where problems meet solvers. Action Network. 4 locations in Lincoln and 1 in Seward. Bagels and Joe.
Keep summer green with Judson Baleen and Judson Irrigation. More than 40 years ago, Judson Irrigation started taking in orphans. Lawn sprinkler systems installed by a quickie, cheapy summer job, install them and forget them outfit, long forgotten. Call Judson Irrigation. They'll never forget you.
Keep summer green. Call Judson Irrigation 402-420-6277 or judsonirrigation.com.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits is your place in North Lincoln to go for all your needs in wine, spirits, and beer. They also have a large variety of cigars in their walk-in humidor, and they have a top-notch walk-in, temperature-controlled, high-end wine bar. Plus, you can enjoy free samples from their tasting bar. There's only one place to go for all your needs for wine, beer, spirits, and cigars. Wall to Wall Wine and Spirits on North 27th Street in Lincoln.
Everyone should have a collection of something. For some, it's stamps or coins, expensive cars, or even watches. But for a lot of people, it's sports cards. And there's no better way to grow your collection than with the help of Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's first and only collector-first sports cards and memorabilia shop. Capital City Sports Cards connects collectors of all ages and demographics with unique collectibles sure to bring any collection to life, no matter the budget. Visit Capital City Sports Cards near 56th and Old Cheney or through their eBay storefront. Capital City Sports Cards, Lincoln's premier sports card and memorabilia store.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through July 28th, enjoy USDA Choice 8-ounce New York strips for $7.99 each. All natural thick-cut bone-in pork chops for $1.99 per pound. Fairway's fresh ground pork sausage for $2.99 per pound. And Michelob Ultra 24-packs for just $16.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market, the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Cheetos on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive, always honest answers.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Hello. Thank you.
Angela, we have to break up
But why?
because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Ella Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
Football season is nearly here, and your long wait for year 2 of Matt Rule is almost over. Gear up for the season with 93.7 The Ticket's coverage of Big Ten Media Days from July 23rd to the 25th, live from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Jay Foreman, Ahman Green, Adam Carricker, Chancellor Brewington, Derek Pearson, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Nick Sainer will be in Indy for our shows Tuesday through Thursday. Getting the latest news from Nebraska and everyone else around the conference. Coverage of Big Ten Media Days is brought to you by 1890 Nebraska, Stevens and Smith Construction, The Complex, Warhorse Casino, and Riddles Jewelry. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. Looks like a great day outside. We're joined now by Mr. Rico. Rico, how was your weekend?
It was great.
Nice.
Did a whole lot of nothing.
Oh, yeah.
It was wonderful.
I'm out there working every day, sweating, grinding away. You guys are just taking
shout out to Hastings.
You guys are just golfing and
I wasn't golfing.
Watching golf and resting and taking naps. And meanwhile, I'm out there just.
You say golf? Like I don't golf. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah.
Did you play
video games?
Yes.
I have now
Yes,
played 5 seasons.
You sit out there
Sweating, working so hard, battling the elements. Man, I'm a warrior.
You keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, warrior.
You keep telling yourself
That's
that.
what you call yourself.
Rico, did you figure any things more out in the game this weekend?
I go to Twitter and find out a lot of different things because there's people that are breaking the game down at a much higher rate than I am. But I did find out that if you play as Nebraska and if you have Jalen Lloyd on the field and you send him on a go route, if he's being pressed, it's an automatic touchdown if there's no high safety.
So if there's no
Just
help
gone.
up top, he's gone.
Gonzo.
That's
You
it.
take the snap, you drop back 3 steps, then just lob it up there.
If it's press.
And he gets off the press super quick and just lands in his hands, touchdown every time.
There's no one up top, he's gone.
Not even close.
So it's just like reality.
Sure.
Man, Rico, that
Gucci.
game just has so many nuances, and I mean,
Also,
it'd be like a class.
Quinshon Judkins is unstoppable. The Ohio State running back, the transfer from Ole Miss, unstoppable. Nick Harbor, the tight end out of South Carolina, the sophomore that's 6'5", 250, and runs a 10-1-100. He is also unstoppable. If you play on Heisman difficulty, the secondary is like the Legion of Boom. Like there's no, you'll get knocked out, you'll get picked off. There's no winning.
So is that the highest level right there?
Yeah, Heisman difficulty. Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I wouldn't get a first down.
It is so much fun. Not Heisman difficulty. I play on All-American, and when I want to just put up a whole bunch of points, I put it on varsity.
Yeah, I would not get a single first down on that capability right there.
I downloaded the UNK team builder.
How'd that work out?
I put them in the Big 12, replaced Cincinnati. Redid my schedule, so we had Air Force first. I apologize. I respect the troops, but I did what had to be done. That's exactly what I put on my Twitter.
I did what had to be done.
Did what had to be done. And then we played.
Jax must have been redshirting, or else Air Force would have won.
We played Pitt in a battle of blue and gold, and lost that on a I lost that by 3 points. I threw like a pick 6 late in the game. It was ridiculous. Now I think I'm in my Big 12 schedule. I think I have Colorado's later in the season, but I can't wait for that game. Played Colorado with Nebraska, and Shadur Sanders and Travis Hunter have some mythical connection. It's ridiculous.
Shadur.
Ridiculous. But the game overall is a blast.
It holds your attention.
That it does. I made KJ as a running back.
I think the last time I played a video game was, I think Donovan McNabb was on the front of the Madden. I don't know. I don't know what year that would have been.
A little while ago.
Just a wee bit of time.
That would have been the last time I played a video game.
Did KJ see himself as the guy that you created for in the game?
No, not yet. I have to show him. We moved. So this is actually something that we actually did that doesn't involve video games. Move the kids into the same room.
Something does not involve video games.
Move the kids into the same room. So now they share Ellie's room. And they shared KJ's room for a little bit. It was just mattresses on the floor, and they were good in there.
Yeah.
They slept through the night, the 2 nights that they were in there. We switched it last night down to Ellie's room, which is downstairs. And they slept together until about 3 or 4 a.m. Then they both came upstairs. And Rachel slept in bed with Ellie, and I slept on the couch with KJ.
There you go.
Nice.
Hopefully they stay in their rooms.
Well, folks, yesterday the Open finished up at Royal Troon in Troon, Scotland. And there was some money that was won. Of course, the American Alexander Schauffele finished up with a 9 under score, two strokes ahead of Justin Rose, as well as Billy Horschel. He finished with a final round of 65, and he took home $3.1 million and 750 FedEx points. It was a round to behold, Raff and Rico. Justin Rose finished at -7 and played very well. Billy Horschel tied for second at -7. Tristan Lawrence, who was actually the leader going into Sunday, finished at 3 behind at -6. He took home only $876,000, which is not a bad weekend whatsoever. Russell Henley, who was also flirting back and forth, the American finished at -5, finished at 5th. Then Shane Lowry, who was up and down all day yesterday, finished at 5th at -5, -4 actually. John Rahm's at 7. There were three guys actually tied at 7. John Rahm finished at -1. Sung Hai Aim finished at -1. Scotty Scheffler, who showed he was human yesterday, finished at -1 yesterday overall. And a 3-way tie for 10th place. T-10 Adam Scott at even, Matthew Jordan at even, and Daniel Brown at even, and Jason Day sneaking in at +1. But Scotty Scheffler on hole, it was at 18. He didn't get it past the red tees.
Oh, yeah. I saw that.
What happened?
He just duffed it.
I don't know if he slipped or.
I don't know if he slipped with that foot action or what.
Yeah, it was.
But Rico, it went about, how many yards do you think that ball went?
Said it didn't get past the girls' tees.
Yeah, it did not. It was like, he is one of us.
One of
Scheffler is one of us. I mean, I seen that. I was like, uh-oh.
Well, thankfully it was.
Hello.
Thankfully it was that, and he didn't snap hook it right into the crowd.
Oh yeah.
I mean every time I go to a golf tournament and I see those people standing like that,
They're so close.
I understand that they're pros, and 99% of the time they're probably gonna not. But there's always that 0.1 that's always out there.
It just takes one.
Yeah, I was like, who was Waste Management 2 years ago? I think it was Tony. No, it was Jonathan Vegas or Jonathan Vegas. And he hit his drive, and he was out kind of in the rock area, and he had to like come around a tree back to get back into the fairway. And I swear people were standing right in front of him. And I'm just like,
no way.
I'm like, I don't know. But he hit it off the gravel and hit it back onto the green. I was like, all right, that's a pro.
Yeah,
Pro's pro.
I'm not standing. I mean,
no, I was stepping back. I was like, I'll get kind of there, but I was like, okay, if he misses,
You're tall enough though; you can see over the crowd.
Yeah.
If I were to go, I have to stand right there on the.
Or the first to get hit being the tallest.
Yeah, alive. I mean, they get struck by lightning or hit by a golf ball.
Big guy. Happy Gilmore. Play where it lies.
Yeah.
Right off a Raff's foot.
We've done that before. We were going to do that with Whitney one time, but he caught on to it beforehand.
Well, Alexander Schauffele wins it all. He was 45. He has 45 top finishes, but only 7 wins. But he birdied on 11 13 and 14 and 16. And on the back, where nobody in the first 33 groups played better than 34, Shoffley said, I'm going to come out here with a 31. Shot 31 on the back. The guy just went nuts in the 152nd Open. Raff, he really, on hole 15, it was pretty much his, man.
Yep. Do you think, I think I know, but just having that first major under his belt, I mean, it had to have made that fourth round so much easier for him. If that had been his going for his first major, I think there would have been a heck of a lot more pressure. But I think once you get that first one, I think you feel calm or more at ease. That's kind of what I saw of him, because I just didn't think a 65
at that course.
That's a score right there.
65, Raff, and he hit 16 of 18 greens in regulation on that course.
Playing for a championship.
Yeah.
I could see some guy that was out of it already coming out and just throwing caution to the wind, you know, and throwing up a score like that. But to playing for a major and the Open of all, and you throw up a 65,
it's ridiculous.
That's some golf right there.
It is some serious golf, man. And Xander's one of those guys. His expression doesn't change much. It just seems like he's just a guy that just manages his way around the course. You'll see a sly grin every once in a while, but never looks very stressed whatsoever. Doesn't show his emotions very much at all. It's almost like he's out there playing. You can tell he's playing in a tournament, but it doesn't seem like the moment's not too big for him, man.
Nope.
It never has. Even the one that was it the PGA Championship, the one that Roy choked on a month and a half ago?
Yes. Yep.
Because he was in contention for that one as well. And even then, his expression was pretty much the same.
Mm-hmm.
And Xander's just one of those guys to where it just never seemed like the moment is too big for him. He's kind of like Shoffley's kind of like Scheffler, and those guys are just pretty even killed the whole time. You know, so it's unwavered, man. You know, and Justin Rose, man, you think about that. The number of putts he had on the back nine he just kept sniffing the hole over and over and over. He was right there. He was putting it right to the hole, and it just wouldn't drop in. He had a number of those putts yesterday. And he turns 44 this month. But here's an interesting stat. Rose won the 2013 U.S. Open at Marion. He had won the 4,053 days since would have been the longest gap between sequential victories in men's championship golf. So he's been there, but it's been a long time since he's been in that contention, man. So
Cole M on the text line said another stat for you. I saw a stat yesterday that Xander's longest putt for par yesterday was 2 feet.
Oh my goodness.
That is stress-free golf.
Yeah.
Cole, you think about that. I mean, even for us knuckleheads, you know, at least for me, I might miss a few, but those guys at that level, they're not missing 2-footers.
You got to hit a 2-footer for par every time.
I feel good. I feel good when I have a 2-footer for bogey.
Yeah. And Cole, that's an amazing stat. Literally 2 feet. I mean, he's just tapping them in.
Yeah.
There's no stress whatsoever. He's not grinding over a 12-footer to save par. He never was in trouble yesterday.
Yeah. And then
he's like, I'm not going up. I'm not going down.
Yeah.
And then when you're only 2 feet, that means you've had a heck of a lot of birdie putts. So you have a chance to score.
Exactly.
Just 65.
Exactly. Jesse from Milford says here, when we used to play in Hawaii, if you didn't tee off past the ladies' tee, your next shot had to be done with the trousers around the ankles.
Should they do that in the pros? Is that would that bring more viewership or less viewership to golf?
we had to outline that here in Lincoln because AD had seen me with my pants down around my ankles one too many times.
There were too many people with
pants on ankles. AD said, "Are you trying to do that?" And I was like, "No."
That's just like I'm trying to show off my legs.
Raph walking around on the fairway with his boxers on. It's like, hey, this got to stop.
AD's like, let's just get rid of that.
He's just shuffling. He's like, gentlemen,
this has got to stop.
Great day for golf, isn't it?
You know, each year you always have someone, a dark horse that shows up. And I think Tristan Lawrence was one of those guys, the South African. He's 27 years old, and he played good golf the entire weekend, man.
He was enjoying it.
He was, man. Before yesterday, he hadn't finished higher than tied for 42nd in 5 previous major starts, and then goes in there and finishes in the top 6. And Raph, what does that do for a golfer when you're at probably Well, for sure, the hardest golf course they played at this year. All right, Troon's one of the hardest golf courses in the world, but let alone in a major. 27 years old, you were there. Went to sleep with the league.
Yeah.
And to be in contention, he had some tough breaks, yesterday, but played fairly well. What does that do for a guy at 27 years old to know that, you know what, I hung with the best at one of the toughest courses in the world?
It just lifts your confidence. I mean, golf is just like any sport. It's your confidence level and wanting to compete. I mean, I remember back to the old football days. You'd go out, you just get crushed by a team, and then you'd come back the next year and they'd still win, but it'd be like maybe within 14, and you're like, whoa, wait a second. We can compete with these people. And I think that's the same attitude that he has right now, is like, okay, I can compete.
Right.
And I have a chance to win.
Absolutely.
So I would expect to see him, in the future, making some runs for a possible, for a title and get some wins.
It's good to see those guys come out the woodwork that you haven't heard of before, that have not been in, who haven't been relevant majors, who haven't been in contention for majors, and you see it propel him. I mean, look at the winner, Xander. I mean, he was there just a month and a half ago. He's always been sniffing in that top 10, and to get 2 this year is huge for him.
And that's his confidence.
Yes.
I mean, he got that one under his belt.
And then you just boom, boom, boom.
Here we go. So now watch out, because these next, 2, 3, 4 years, you might see him, get another 1 or 2 or 3 of them. Maybe.
Absolutely. Well, folks, as we go to break, only 12 players made the cut in all 4 majors this season. And of that group, just 5 finished with a cumulative score under par. Scheffler had -32, Scheffler -17, Colin Morikawa -15, Russell Henley, who was also sniffing a little bit this week and was -9 over those, and Shane Lowry -6. And Lowry was another one, just played some up and down and just couldn't get it together to do it. But the next major, the Masters, 260 days away. Just right around the corner.
Here we go.
Folks, when we come back, we got a little bit of history to discuss before we hop into a lot of Husker football talk as well. It's Manic Monday. It's The Drive, 93.7 A Ticket.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium, Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
At Fairway Meat Market, your family. And as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through July 28th, enjoy USDA Choice 8-ounce New York strips for $7.99 each. All natural thick-cut bone-in pork chops for $1.99 per pound. Fairway's fresh ground pork sausage for $2.99 per pound. And Michelob Ultra 24 packs for just $16.99. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Looking for a job that feels like family? Join Lincoln Industries, where tradition meets innovation. They're a family-owned, privately held manufacturing company with a passion for excellence and a commitment to their community. They have openings on all shifts at both the main plant and air park facilities, offering flexibility to fit your schedule. Whether you're a seasoned professional or just starting out, there's a place for you there. At Lincoln Industries, they invest in their people's success, providing opportunities for growth and advancement. Apply now and become a part of something special at Lincoln Industries.
At Union Bank, people don't have your money. Your money has people. First home people, investment people, people who answer the phone and your chats, dream car people, dream retirement people, driving your dream car in your dream retirement people, small business people, credit card people, and all the other people you need. At Union Bank, our people help you do more than you dreamed possible. So stop in and say hello. We can't wait to see you. Union Bank and Trust. Member FDIC.
Highball Bar in downtown Lincoln is open and located just north of 11th and O Street. Highball Bar offers a vibe and atmosphere like no other, making it the perfect place to grab a drink or beverage. Highball Bar features great events such as Karaoke Sunday, $4 Cheetos on Mondays, Jack Daniel's specials on Wednesdays, and much more. Make Highball Bar your go-to spot after a hard day at work or on the weekend. Highball Bar, located at 122 North 11th Street in downtown Lincoln.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit allofiber.com to switch today.
For only $2.99 a day, LES powers life's sweetest moments and keeps all your summer treats icy cold and ready. Learn more at les.com/value.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you are a loved one or struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
Do you need your event or venue secured? Call Tank Security Team. Tank Security Team is Lincoln's #1 non-lethal security company. Tank Security Team offers first-class security with efficient and quicker response times. Hire Tank Security Team. No hassle, no headaches. Call Tank at 402-310-3589 and get secured today.
Football season is nearly here, and your long wait for year 2 of Matt Rule is almost over. Gear up for the season with 93.7 The Ticket's coverage of Big Ten Media Days from July 23rd to the 25th, live from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. Jay Foreman, Ahman Green, Adam Carricker, Chancellor Brewington, Derek Pearson, Steve Sipple, Jake Sorensen, and Nick Sainer will be in Indy for our shows Tuesday through Thursday. Getting the latest news from Nebraska and everyone else around the conference. Coverage of Big Ten Media Days is brought to you by 1890 Nebraska, Stevens and Smith Construction, The Complex, Warhorse Casino, and Riddles Jewelry. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday, beautiful Monday. 93.7 The Ticket crew loading up the van, heading to Indy, covering some Nebraska football, the greatest sport ever. Take that, Sarah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. We've got a little football, actually a little not history action coming up right now that we have. Here's some that's some history that is sad news. You may have heard over the weekend that former Nebraska defensive lineman Rich Glover has passed away. Rich, of course, needs no introduction to Nebraska fans. 74 years old, one of the most dominant Huskers of all time. And just you think about Rich's size, his motor, what he did in collegiate sports during that time was just unheard of.
Well, he's also one of the names of that game of the century that Johnny Rodgers steals a lot of that spotlight with the kickoff or with the punt return.
Mm-hmm.
But I believe Glover had like 20 tackles or something like that. It was an incredible day. I mean, just an amazing player, amazing person. Just sad to hear that.
Rich was one of those guys when you met him, you didn't forget meeting him because he was just laid back, man. Just chill, have that little chuckle. But just a good dude. Man, I had a chance to meet him and Rich Jr., his son, a couple years ago when they were back for the spring game, and just a good dude, man. So our hearts and our prayers go out to the Glover family, to the Husker family, and all who knew Rich. So rest in peace, Husker brother, 74 years old, former Nebraska Rich Glover passed away a few days ago.
I always remember about him too. Is the first time I met him, they introduced me. This is Rich, and I didn't even put 2 and 2 together until like after I was like, "That's Rich Clever." And I was like, "Good Lord!" I was just shaking hands with royalty.
Well, you expect to see some big hulking man.
Yeah,
you know,
it was wild. I was like, "Holy cow!" But
yeah, Rich was a good man. Good man. So again, rest in peace, Husker brother, and prayers to your family on that, man. PGA Championship 1962 men's golf. Gary Player of South Africa wins by 1 stroke in the 1962 PGA. Man, Gary Player is, how old is he right now, Raff, do you think?
88.
Well, he's born in 1935.
65 plus 20. 89.
89.
Gosh, I was close.
89 years old, man. And the dude is still out there doing push-ups like he's 29 years old, man.
Starting off the Masters, hitting bombs still right down the middle of the fairway.
89 years old, and he's still getting it done at a high level.
That
Just
is wild.
Great shape, man. Looking at this, November 1st, 1935.
Wow.
Johannesburg, South Africa, where he's born at, man.
That's crazy.
What you got, big dog?
All right, 1997. Greg Maddux throws a complete game with just 76 pitches.
Are you serious?
76 pitches. I mean, so I was thinking to myself, I always put up like the 20 strikeout games from, was it Clemens and Kerry Wood up there is like, that's great performances. Then you've had your no-hitters and you've had your perfect games, but 76 pitches. I mean, there's some pitchers that they go 2 innings and they're already out with like 70 pitches. So 76. So his command was on that night. Good Lord.
That just seems unreal, bro.
Yeah.
Good gosh. Good. Do you think you could hit a pitch in a major league game, Raff? Just if they gave you a chance to hit a pitch?
No. I used to think so, but now it's even when we went to the BP with DP.
Yeah.
And that they had the machine set at like, I don't know what it was, like 65 or 70 or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And they were I was touching them, but I was like, if you're not knowing what's coming, fastball, curveball, maybe a big bending curve. Ooh, a knuckleball. Maybe we could hit a knuckleball. No, probably not. So.
Raff, I couldn't hit a ball at Little League's fast pitch. I literally couldn't. I'm talking about with those kids that are junior high.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to hit one of those.
I couldn't hit. I was horrible. I'd much rather pitch any day. I was like, hit. I want to hit. No.
Okay, so how fast do you think those kids are throwing it from like 7th and 8th grade? How fast do you think those pitches are coming fast pitch?
Probably 60.
Heck no, I'd be ducking.
Yeah. Probably maybe even faster now.
Yeah, there's no way. That's just not my thing. There's no way I could hit a ball. Yeah. I couldn't. No, I can go play outfield.
Yeah.
Not obviously not. Maybe just something like that, as long as the ball came exactly to me.
Oh, the greatest moment.
Sarah, no running involved.
The greatest moment of my life was when I got to play slow pitch softball because I was like, okay, I can hit this.
I'm working. I can cook. I can cook in here.
Yeah, I can hit. So I went from a horrible baseball hitter into a pretty decent softball hitter because I was like nice and slow, hit it a mile. We're good to go.
Yeah, I would struggle mightily, dude, to hit a ball in any league. Yeah, maybe underhand or something like that.
Well, the worst thing last year that the DP was I didn't have batting gloves. Oh my!
So you on there just bare knuckles?
Oh, my hands were so bruised the next day. They hurt. I was like, yep. If I ever do that again, batting gloves.
Batting gloves.
Yes. I tell everybody that. Everybody that says I'm going to go to BP or DP, I go, take your batting gloves. Trust me, you'll thank me.
Yeah, that would tear my hands apart, man. It would tear my hands apart. Folks, that is the history on this.
Oh, I got a quick birthday for you.
Absolutely.
This is crazy. Ezekiel Elliott turns 29 today. Can you believe he's only 29 years old?
Dude, it seems like Zeke been playing for like 15 years.
I thought he was like 32, 33. I thought he was like winding down, going back to Dallas, kind of like the Marcus Allen when he went to the Chiefs. I think Marcus was like 34, 35, scoring the 1-yard touchdown runs, And I was like, yeah, that's probably where Ezekiel's at. And I saw he just turned 29. I was like, wow.
It seems like, it seems like ages since he played at Ohio State.
Yeah. I mean, he already had one career with the Cowboys. Now he's going back to the Cowboys.
Wow, that does not seem right. But you know what, Raff? Here's the point. Do you think about that for NFL running backs? Hence why there's such a commodity.
Yeah.
I mean, a guy that at one time was arguably one of the best backs in the league.
That was like maybe, 4 years ago?
Yeah, and now I'm not saying he's a has-been, by no stretch am I saying that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's kind of like, oh, that's just Zeke.
Yeah.
I mean,
crazy.
it's just crazy how fast that goes.
But he had
man.
a stretch, probably like 2-3 years. Cowboys he was like considered one of the best.
Yeah, easily.
So then you're thinking, okay, he's got to be up over 30. And then it's like, just turned 29. I was like, wow.
And he's got some miles on them legs too, man.
Yeah. But I think the Cowboys, if they put him in the right situation and short yardage, and because he's still got that 4 or 5 yard burst, you don't have that breakaway speed. I don't think that he once had, but he definitely can be, especially in that offense. I mean, they've got weapons on weapons.
Quick thing about the Cowboys draft. Let me ask you this. And we're going to do a lot of pros going into next week too. We got to just let you, again, just for viewer update. The whole team is on their way for the most part, is heading to the Big Ten Media Days there in Indy. So from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. until Thursday, starting tomorrow, today's regular programming, but starting tomorrow through Thursday, you will hear from the guys from Lucas Oil Stadium. They'll be giving you all the updates from the Big Ten Media Days. Of course, Nebraska is featured on Wednesday, but you'll have DP, Jake, Foreman, Ahman, Carricker will be there. Nick will be there. Chancellor Bruin will be there. Foreman, of course, will be there. The whole squad will be there.
Steve Sipple.
Sip will be there taking care of
Jake
business.
Sorensen.
Giving you all the updates. Sorensen, of course. You got some guys leaving today, some guys flying out tomorrow. So keep them your thoughts and prayers. They are in the airways and highways and all that good stuff. But they'll be giving you a full 10 hours of coverage starting tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. from there in Lucas Oil Stadium in Indy. Big Ten Media Days. We're getting closer, Raff. 40 days till kickoff, and less than that until fall camp starts right down the road there at One University Drive. Can't wait, man.
It's Raiola time. Dylan Raiola time. Go Big Red.
That's a guy that's been sequestered away in a small town for a while. He's just happy to be back in the city.
I was in Hastings. I thought about Hastings Broncos football. We got Mr. Dixon down there this year coaching. So
like to get Michael on the air too.
And then what they're possible, maybe they're one of their possible starters. I don't know where it's going out, but my buddy's son from Arizona, Cassius Campbell, he's coming up. He's a true freshman this year at Hastings. So
really
hoping that maybe he's a big left-hander, got a cannon for an arm, hoping that maybe he gets a little playing time, maybe some starting action this year. So,
baseball?
Football.
Oh, lefty. You said Cannon, so playing a quarterback.
Left-handed quarterback, yeah.
I like Cassius Campbell.
That's
Campbell. That's a dope name, man. I like that.
Guess what his dad's nickname is?
What's that?
Soups.
Soups
Campbell.
Soups Campbell. Nice play on words.
Soups and Cassius. So I'm excited. I'm going to make a trip down to Hastings and watch him play. Maybe Mike can get some sideline passes.
I'm going to give Mike a call, see if he can come on the air with us before they start fall camp, because they should be starting here in about 2 weeks, 2.5, 3 weeks as well, right?
Oh yeah, I think next week. I think it's all go time.
He'll be putting the golf clubs away. He's another MD's another avid golfer like us, loves to play. But I'm thinking the sticks, you're only got about 2 weeks left.
Game on
before they start collecting some dust. Folks, when we come back, Nebraska signs a big man, a big recruit, and also fills another big hole for Nebraska. And they seem to be swinging pretty well at this particular position. We'll discuss that. We'll discuss the new name for the D-line as well when we come back in. It's going to be all Husker football pretty much for the second hour. On the drive on this Manic Monday, we got me and Raff here at the mothership. Sarah holding down the ones and twos. We'll be right back. It's the drive.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
What a day. I could sure use an afternoon pick-me-up. Hold up. The new 93.7 The Ticket location has a milk, coffee, and tea inside? Oh, yeah. This is a game changer.
Need an afternoon pick-me-up? How about a coffee or smoothie on your way to work? Stop by the Ticket Mill location on 1040 O Street to get your go-to drink or try out our new game day drinks exclusive to the Ticket Mill location. We know it'll make your day a million times better.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, partly sunny skies with the high around 84. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy skies with the low around 64. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies return with the high around 88. I'm meteorologist Kyle Fleck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels & Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday, you lost Wednesday, you're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels & Joe.
The next generation of Huskers starts now. Join the official Kids Club of Nebraska Athletics today to score access to select home games, a discount at the team store, and endless Husker spirit. The free JV team gets you started with a game credential. Upgrade to the $35 Lil Huskers membership for a welcome box and VIP Lil Huskers experiences. Fuel your Husker spirit. Join the Kids Club today at huskers.com/kidsclub. Go Big Red.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. Old School with DP and J.
It's California money, and it's a different kind of money. Hollywood money just is spent differently because it's turned over and created so in full. And oh, by the way, it's the right kind of money when it comes to, because we're in the era now of name, image, and likeness. And the California schools have that better than everybody else.
On 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Looking for a place to relax and unwind after a busy day? Cigars Lounge at 8th and Q in the Haymarket is the perfect place to enjoy good company, a cocktail, and of course a cigar. Visit Cigars Lounge on Tuesdays for Top Shelf Tuesday and enjoy 50% off select spirits. Cigars Lounge offers Perdomo, San Cristobal, Rock Patel, and more of the top stogie brands that you know and love. But that's not all. If you mention this ad between noon and 5 p.m., you'll receive 15% off your entire tab just by mentioning the ticket. Check out Cigars Lounge today at 8th and Q in the Haymarket.
On the Block with Strick and Austin.
If it was the Big Ten and the SEC and the Big 12 and the ACC's idea to kick back to grow the game at lower levels, we wouldn't have these conversations. But because the NCAA is asking them to do that, it feels like they're getting their wallet stolen, money taken out of it, and it's not their idea, so they're against it.
Yeah.
Weekdays from 2 to 4 on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com. On the internet. KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket. Welcome to The Drive with AD Raff and Ahman Green. Former Husker football national champion, speaker, and author, Aaron Davis.
Nebraska will win the national championship. The Cornhuskers beat Miami. It is history, 13-0. and bring that trophy back to Lincoln.
Former Arena Football League quarterback, former head coach of the Capital City Crush, and guru of Husker football history, Chris Raff.
25 straight wins for the Cornhuskers. One of the most dominating stretches in college football history.
We may have seen one of the best teams in the history of college football tonight.
12-year NFL veteran.
He's got some speed to go with strength.
Huskers and Green Bay Packers Hall of Famer.
Shovel pass to Green into Vikings territory. Finally brought down.
And University of Nebraska East sports coach, Ahman Green.
Look at Green all by himself. 20, 10, touchdown.
Sponsored by Doors Plus on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. The second hour is proudly presented by, why can I not find the read ad? I'm choking on the air right now. Oh, found it. Sorry, I got to be professional. All right, hour 2 is sponsored by Doors Plus. If your garage door needs maintenance, you need an entirely new garage door, give Cameron Hahn his team a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus is locally owned and handles everything from residential or commercial garage doors, garage door openers, safety tune-ups, or custom design. Visit DoorsPlusLLC.com to learn more. Doors Plus, garage doors, and more. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's a good Monday start right there. Wow.
You said I got to be professional on this.
I did, and I did that read, and I'm proud of that. What I just did there was very well done. Man,
let's go. Big hand clap for Raff. Big hand clap for Raff.
Thank you.
You did it.
Thank you.
Raff, you did it all by yourself.
Oh, it's good. Good to be back.
Congratulations, you did your job.
Thank you.
So proud of you.
Thank you. But I felt like I did it really, like it was a smooth read. I mean, that's like commercial like read right there.
Because he's a smooth operator.
Should have seen his dance moves while you were.
Oh, you jamming?
Well, when you're in Hastings for 5 days, things change.
Was it all country?
Something.
Yeah.
What about the concert Saturday night?
Oh, it was Lynch.
Was it pretty good?
Dustin Lynch.
Is that his name? I have no idea.
He sings a song with Jelly Roll. I know that. And he's had some Cowboys and Angels, that song. I'm sure it sounded just like him because
I see a creeper in the window.
Oh, look at this guy.
It looks like a disgruntled Raff roadie.
That's a Raff's roadie right there. He gave me a hug at break.
That was actually
Nick
Sainert, who we saw out there just now.
That's probably top 10 Raff's roadie right there.
Well, he's hopping in the van for a 9-hour road trip to Indy.
A wee little jaunt.
A little jaunt. A little spit across the Midwest. A little spit across the Midwest. So thoughts and prayers go to those guys. They travel out. Nebraska signs a big one. Some have him at 4 stars. The other ones have him at 3 stars. On 3 has him at 4. 24/7 Sports has him at 3. ESPN has him at 3. Rivals.com has him at 3. Who's that? Cade Pietzrak.
Oh, that was well done.
I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right. I know it's Cade.
So. It's Pietzrak.
But yeah. Pietzrak.
Pietzrak.
Pete.
We're just going to say Pete Rock and CL Smooth.
KPZ.
There you go. KPZ.
That's what we're calling him. KPZ.
6'5", 240, too funky. 265, 240, too funky. Out of West Fargo High School, Cheyenne. Out of West Fargo, North Dakota. Raff. Also have the likes of Oklahoma, K-State, Wisconsin, and Iowa looking at him. I've always said this, Rico, Raff, and Sarah, that obviously the stars, I mean, you do look at those, but I also, even more than the stars, I look at who else is courting the young athlete.
Dun, 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 dun,
you know what I'm saying?
Dun, dun, dun,
and when you
dun,
see,
dun, dun,
yes,
dun, dun, dun.
Absolutely. When the Sooners, who are known for manufacturing offensive linemen, of course, Wisconsin, Iowa being in that same sphere, and K-State, who has obviously done better than Nebraska the past number of years, as too, you can throw that in there. I like to see who else recruiting this young man, and I was glad to see us land him, fellas.
Well, he is a defensive lineman, and that actually makes me feel even better, considering that Oklahoma was looking at him with a defensive-minded head coach at the helm down there with the Sooners. So landing
and the capability to do either, but defensive lineman, to your point,
and exactly. And Venables took over as the lead recruiter for him.
Yeah, he is.
So they wanted him.
According to, let me see if I can find the right one. I was reading a couple of things here. Okay, so according to On3, He is the number 177th overall and number 17th D lineman on the 2025 On 3 rankings. He's the number 1 player in the state of North Dakota, regardless of recruiting site. And the On 3 industry ranking, which ranks all of the industry, so Rivals, 24/7, On 3, ESPN. He comes in at number 319 overall and the number 27 D line in the 2025 cycle. So 3-star, 4-star, depending on where you look. Either way, a pretty solid defensive lineman coming in. Again, like you said, 6'5", 240 pounds. You look at a Kansas State, you look at an Oklahoma, you look at what their defensive lines have been able to do over the years. And if they're wanting a kid like this out of North Dakota, it makes you feel a little bit better about garnering his commitment if you're Nebraska.
Well, you think about this. Oklahoma was the trending team from according to reports since mid-June. And then he visited here 3 times since January. And like you mentioned, Raff, Venables took over as the lead recruit on this young man. So they wanted him bad.
Yep.
They wanted him bad. And Rule and Tony White obviously did some convincing to get him to commit to Nebraska. And as we always say, at least on this show here, until the kid is enrolled.
He's not quite here yet. But possibility when we good. No,
Yeah.
but it's interesting to see though what Coach Knighton and what the defensive linemen they're getting. Like you're starting to see like a pattern. Like they're getting these guys that maybe a little bit undersized, but they have that. They're going to have that ability to put on weight and muscle.
They see that frame.
You see him at 240. Well, first thing I'm thinking is, okay, he's 6'5", 240. I'm thinking, okay, 30 pounds easy.
Yeah.
You get him 6'5", 270, and then he's been reported, not officially, but it says he runs a 4.8 40 with 31-inch vertical jump, a 9.1 broad jump. I mean, so that tells me explosive twitch quickness. So, and with Terry and Malcolm Simpson, the same way,
Right.
a little bit undersized, but they have that. Their frame is key.
So I'm watching his highlights right now. He's got a little nasty to him. They got him at offensive tackle, and literally the first play is like a screen pass,
blow somebody up,
and he throws the defensive end to the side, so he gives him like a quick little rush, throws the screen, and he just takes out the corner, destroys him. He's got a lot of quickness to him.
Well, you think about what you just said. Sheds a defensive end and then takes out a corner.
Exactly. He's got a lot of speed to him. 2 highlights so far where he's at defensive line. He's lining up a D tackle on the inside. One that I just saw, he's rushing the passer, bull rush. Just takes the guard and just shoves him into the lap of the quarterback. Another one, the guard tries to cut him. He pushes him down, gets around him, tackles the running back in the backfield as he's going outside. Tackles him for like 2-3 yard loss.
Yeah,
he's got a lot of quickness, and he's got the mean streak because there was another one where he's blocking, kind of pushes the defensive end out of the way, goes to the second level, shoves the linebacker. The play's going to the right side. He's on the left side. He's making his way out there. And remember Cam Jurgens when he got flagged at Oklahoma? Just kept the play. It's what he did. Kept the play going, knocked somebody over.
I like that.
Got a little nasty to him.
Well, when you got the Oklahomas, the Kansas States, and the schools of the world going to North Dakota, that's saying something that he's got some talent. So it's going to be fun to see. I just see 240 and I'm thinking 35, 40 more pounds.
Oh yeah.
6'5", 280. I mean, he grows into his body. Watch out. And you know what Nebraska's I see, is just you're seeing these guys, they're putting muscle on and they're getting faster and they're getting quicker. And I don't think he's going to lose any of the measurables by putting on 35, 40 pounds.
No. He says here, Coach Knighton is experienced and very knowledgeable, and his plan for me on the defensive line excites me. Coach White is a great strategist, and I like how how fired up he is to coach me. Coach Campbell is dedicated to your point, Raff. He says to challenging and improving his players. Coach Rule is a great focus and hard working and connected with his players. I believe in him and the whole staff's commitment to excellence and development. Guys, I want to focus on development for a while. And this is just, I'm just putting it out there. That is something that we found lacking in years past. First of all, you look at you go right away to Martinez. You go right away to Martinez. You know what I'm saying? You think about how the lack of development that hurt us, not just with him, but a slew of other guys too, man.
Yeah.
For some reason or another. So it's not blaming anything. It's just putting your finger on it. For some reason or another, there was some development that was lacking in some areas. The Blacks are just there.
Hall of Famer.
He's just staring at Rico right now.
I don't know what he wants.
He wants to play you in football.
He was trying to talk to me through the window. I can't see it. I'm not paying any attention to him. I don't know what's going on.
So that development piece we keep hearing coming up with some of these guys coming in and just saying they like, he's, like I said, he's pumped to be able to to play under Coach Tony White and Rule, and just that development piece that's there. And you guys think about this. Peach Reich is now the third defensive lineman in this class. Okay. Joins Tyson Terry from Omaha North, defensive tackle Malcolm Simpson from Hitchcock, Texas. So he's number 3. Both sides of the ball, you guys, we are getting interior linemen, which in years past, that has not been the case, especially guys this highly rated.
Yeah.
What's the change?
The best part about it is I don't think we're forced with any of them to put them in right away. If they're not ready, they have a chance to maybe get a year under their belt in the weight room to put on that, 30, 40 pounds. What's changed? I think that these players are seeing this coaching staff is able to, they're selling. Right now they're selling the program and because there's really not much that's saying, well, we won 5 games last year.
We can't. We have nothing. We have no feet to stand on when it comes to past success.
Yeah,
for 7 years.
So I give it, major credit to the coaching staff and the support staff and all the people down there that are recruiting, because I've told people this for the last 2 or 3 years. I go, that Nebraska's even got the recruits that they've got over the last 2 or 3 years. Surprises me, because most teams that have put up losing records for the past 8 years don't get the type of recruits we get. I know you're going to have some of the people come up, but we're not getting the 5 stars like Alabama and Georgia. Well, Alabama and Georgia have also been winning 10, 11, 12
exactly.
games. And that we're able to get 4-star players, high 4-star, 1 5-star, Dylan Raiola, but that we're able to get these players with the record that we posted over the last 8 years. It's incredible.
It is.
I will say that Nebraska has been able to recruit kind of at that level, despite having losing records for the last 7 years. Regardless of that, they've been able to recruit at a decently high level. Why they've been able to do that with the coaching staffs that they've had with the Scott Frost, the Mike Rileys, in the first year of Matt Rule, I'm not sure. But whatever they're doing and however they're continuing to bring in these decently high 4-star recruits, these 3-star recruits, it's really impressive. But you're right. The development part of it is what's lacking, because you've seen Nebraska bring in high-level recruiting classes, not top 10 recruiting classes, but top 25, top 30 recruiting classes year after year, it seems like, and go absolutely nowhere with them. And you have your higher-ranked players transfer out or stay and not really do much for the Cornhuskers. So the development part of it, which is Matt Rule and his staff's specialty, really is going to be imperative for this coaching staff, for this team, because although they are able to, and they have been able to get high level recruits, they are still going out. And this is something that Matt Rule just does, and he's pretty good at it, going out and getting 3-star recruits, getting guys who are a little bit overlooked, and figuring out a way to get them involved with this team and help Nebraska to potentially get back to a winning record. And Cade P coming out of North Dakota, although he's a 3-star on many recruiting sites and 4-star on 3, there's something to him that look, I'm not a recruiting expert. I'm not a Division I football coach, but there's something to him that I think Nebraska is really going to like and really going to find a spot for him. Again, like you said, hopefully not in his freshman year, unless he's just that crazy of an athlete. But later on down the line, because he has a frame that looks like he can put on some more weight, and the speed and the power that he plays with in North Dakota. So there is a little bit of an element of what are the other guys he's going against. But even then, the speed and the power that he's able to showcase while on the field, the explosiveness that he's showcasing, and the grit. He chased down a quarterback 15 yards down the field in one of his highlights. Like, that is something that you can't coach. That want to, and that motor is something that you really can't coach. So getting somebody like him, football players, which is what Matt Rule and this staff wants to get, that is going to go a long way. And look, you're seeing the start of it. And what was I going to say? In getting guys like that, getting defensive linemen like this in this class, at least, I think it's last year's last year's defensive line, last year's defensive performance for Nebraska that's really allowing them to go into the defense, the living rooms of some of these defensive players and say, look, you saw what happened last year. We didn't have a really good record, but the defense was, top 30 in the nation.
Mm-hmm.
If we can do that again and have an offense that complements us, just imagine what we can do.
Well,
we need is you. That's what the coaching said. All we need, maybe not that exactly, but if you come here, maybe you'll be the potential missing piece or whatever. We're not going to guarantee you a spot, but you can assist us in getting back to where we need to be.
Go ahead, Raff.
I also was going to say this too. It's also fun to have a defensive line coach that's been there, done that, played in the NFL.
Right.
In coaching years, he's a young coach. He's an up and coming coach, and he's got a little bit of, what's that word that all the young kids are using now? Swag. He's got a little bit of swag.
Nobody's using that anymore.
They don't use swag anymore.
They don't use that anymore.
Oh, great. I guess. Well, he's got something.
They don't use that anymore.
These players are wanting to come play for him, and I think
he got that drip.
He's got that. Yeah, T-Dine's got that drip.
I don't.
They using that anymore?
I think they are.
I don't even know what the kid. What are the kids? What are the kids using these days?
We're just gonna say the kid is good,
but he's a
baller.
He's an up and coming coach, and and being that he's been there, done that, I think that's huge.
Well, you look at 6'4", 240. There was another guy that came in kind of wiry like that with a motor. His name was Grant Wistrom. Now, am I saying comparing to Grant Wistrom?
Yes.
Heck, no.
Absolutely
You're not?
Heck
well,
no.
darn it.
Absolutely not.
I'm saying the measurables only because the intangibles, you don't know if he has that yet.
Oh.
Grant had so many of the intangibles because he was wiry when he first actually kind of got here. He was pretty wiry, and obviously we know the rest is history. What I'm simply saying is measurables. He's got but then you can't measure is the heart and that engine,
motor,
and that motor, things of that nature. But you definitely like the measurables you have with this young man. And you throw another guy, Sean Hemmerbeck, who we brought in too, who's here. Both of those guys are athletic and play either side of the ball. I like what they're doing on both sides of the ball interior because as we've always talked about, you can have all the skilled players you want. Even throw Raiola. Think about this, if Raiola has the offensive line we had 2 years ago, we'd be in trouble. No matter who's quarterback back there, if you can't protect the person, you're in trouble. It disrupts everything.
Yeah.
Now with a mature offensive line, you've got some key pieces.
Stop it!
Stop that!
Something in my throat. My bad.
He's got enough pressure.
Yes. You think about all those other skill positions he has. It just makes it comforting. And also, I'll say this: the kid doesn't have to come and play right away because we have top 15 defense from a year ago. Does that equivalent to this year? We don't know, but it's nice to have them back.
Yep.
I'll put it that way. As far as some depth that goes that way. So again, Nebraska makes a big signing with Cade Pichzak, and we'll get the proper pronunciation when we hear him first time, and we'll get that name correct. But we're just going to come KPZ as of right now. He does commit to Nebraska, so that is 3 interior linemen on the defensive line so far. We'll talk some more about this, but also about the D line and their new name. Answer some of the texts that way. And DF, he says, ask Nick how many skins he lost Saturday. You know what?
No.
I'm not going to beat a man when he was down, but he lost a lot. Let's put it that way.
Well, I did see in the old Venmo machine that he was paying Troy Bothy, so he must have lost some skins.
I think he had to pay everybody, man. He was like, that was like the United Nations. He was giving out loot. It was just one of those days, man. I've been there before, Nick. I've been there before, man. I've been there.
Poor guy.
It's cheaper to stay home.
You want to golf Saturday? Nope. Staying home.
I need an investment.
I gotta save some money.
Folks, it's The Drive, 9:35. We'll be back with some Husker Athletics, Husker football. 937 a ticket.
Get ready, Husker fans. The Big Red Preview is coming soon. Join us Saturday night, August 3rd, for an exclusive look at your Nebraska football team in action. Experience the excitement, the energy, the sights and sounds of a game day as the 2024 football season kicks off. Visit Huskers.com/tickets and bring your family, friends, and all your Big Red pride to Memorial Stadium Saturday night, August 3rd. That's Huskers.com/tickets. Brought to you by Husker Athletics and 1890 Nebraska. Winning tradition, future success.
Vershawn Jackson, the captain here for The Body Shop. And man, did they hook me up with a great massage recently? The captain has a lot of stress in this life, as many people do. And for 1 hour, it was all relief. The team at the body shop gave me a deep tissue massage that hit every area that I was in pain at. Whether you're looking for a Swedish massage, sports massage, deep tissue, hot stone, aroma, or more, there's only one place to go. The Body Shop at 48th NA. Book an appointment today at thebodyshoplincoln.com.
Where will your path take you, traveler? To seek fortune in a new career? Or on a journey to distant lands for a well-deserved vacation? Wherever you go, one distraction could spell disaster. You can change your fate, adventurer. Don't drive distracted. Paid for by the NDOT Highway Safety Office.
You don't think about your roof very often, but you should never take it for granted. Roofing Service Company takes every measure to provide you with the highest quality roofing solution. Whether it's a new roof installation, roof repair, or a re-roofing project, their overall goal is to provide you with a pleasant experience and a long-lasting roof. If you have a need for siding or gutters, they're your place too. Visit roofingservicecompany.com for more info today.
A team succeeds when they work together. Banking's no different. At UBT, we're in your corner for every financial move you want to make. Your money's backed by a roster of experts who put in the work to know you and your community. So whether you're opening a savings account, buying a home, or planning your future, you always know who to turn to. Working together toward your financial goals. That's a win in our playbook. Union Bank and Trust. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Do you need your event or venue secured? Call Tank Security Team. Tank Security Team is Lincoln's #1 non-lethal security company. Tank Security Team offers first-class security with efficient and quicker response times. Hire Tank Security Team. No hassle, no headaches. Call Tank at 402-310-3589 and get secured today.
Husker fans, get ready for another thrilling season at Hibner Stadium with the reigning Big Ten champion Nebraska soccer team. Season tickets for the 2024 season are on sale now. Don't miss your chance to support the Huskers as they go head-to-head with some of the top teams in the country, including Oklahoma State, Penn State, and Duke. Get your tickets today at huskers.com/tickets or call 1-800-8-BIG-RED. You can get diesel anywhere, but what about Atomic Diesel? That comes from Stern. Atomic Diesel is your solution to all your cold weather problems. Prevent clogged fuel filters, increase your fuel economy, and save money with Atomic Diesel. Contact Roger at Stern today by calling 1-800-477-2744 to see how Atomic Diesel and the rest of their line of fuels and lubricants can keep your operation running at max capacity.
Get rid of pesky critters once and for all with Bats to Rats. Their expert team is here to help you reclaim your home. No more sleepless nights caused by crawling critters or flapping wings. Bats to Rats ensures a safe environment for every family member. Check the website at batstorats.com for amazing offers. And if you mention this ad, you'll receive $10 off your initial inspection cost. Call Bats to Rats today at 402-781-8691. That's 402-781-8691. Bats to Rats.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you are a loved one or struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
And it's pretty much just lettuce, tomato, mayo, and bacon. I mean,
That's
you don't need to do
DLT.
much more than that.
Bacon, lettuce, tomato. That's the crux.
This is groundbreaking.
That's the
Groundbreaking
crux
stuff
of the
today
sandwich.
on the BLT.
That's the crux of it.
I never thought of it that way, but yeah, you're right.
But to have it,
What is the BLT?
what's the most important part is the bacon, the lettuce, and then the tomato.
Early break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket.
Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The Electrical Workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Finally, a good reason to have a smart house. Just say, Alexa, play 93.7 The Ticket, and we'll magically start playing. How's it work? Nobody knows. Don't ask questions. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we're back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. This segment is proudly sponsored by Florial's Italian Restaurant and Grill, just south of Lincoln Southwest High School on 14th and Pine Lake Road. Florial's Italian Restaurant provides a cozy, family-friendly setting where good food and good company come together. All you have to do is visit florialsne.com or call 402-423-5576 to make reservations or place takeout orders. And you can get catering there also. I was watching some of KP's highlights over the break. He had some more strength and some little bit of hand fighting from Terrence Knighton.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna have ourselves a pretty good defensive lineman.
You see that spin move?
Yep, he's very he's very mobile.
He's got the whole package, man. And obviously he's in high school. And to your point earlier, Rico, I mean, it's not knocking any talent where he's at, but it's going to be a lot different when he gets up here.
Oh yeah,
and is competing with these guys up here and in the Big Ten in general. But
I mean, really, that's like any high school. Like it's not just North Dakota, but even some in Texas.
It's
like,
anywhere.
You're not playing the best of the best every week in and
Right.
week out down in Texas. And just because one team has like 3 5-stars doesn't mean that you as a 3-star offensive lineman or defensive lineman is facing a 5-star, play in and play out. So regardless of what state you're from, there's some states that produce more talent, but it's not every single school in that state.
Right. There's obviously with the development we have here now, and Raff, you brought up a good point earlier to where Terrence Knighton has been there. He played at the highest level.
Well, like watching his highlights here, it's like I'm thinking to myself, okay, what can Terrence Knighton bring to the table for this young man? And one of the things that I see is like he's going to be able to teach him the tricks of the trade. Like he's playing a lot of this stuff. He hits, grabs, just basic. And what Terrence Knighton's going to be able to teach that hand checking and the different kind of hand fight. It'll be fun to see him develop.
It's going to be a lot of fun to see him develop along with the others we got there. You look at what we've done so far, our commitment breakdown so far. You got defensive back Caden Varmas out of Millard North. You got defensive lineman Tyson Terry out of Omaha North. You've got running back Connor Booth out of Bishop Newman there in Omaha. Wide receiver Jackson Carpenter, son of Carp that played here at Nebraska. 90s, Timmy's son. It's from Southwest. Notice those first ones I just mentioned, you guys. You see the commonality. You're seeing that fence being established around our own borders and 500 miles out as far as that goes. You got Bryson Hayes, wide receiver out of Kansas, 6'1", 180. Bear Tinney, tight end out of Utah. You've got defensive back Tanner Turch out of Littleton, Colorado. TJ Lateef, of course, the quarterback that's out of Orange County. You got a running back Jamarian Parker, the big signing out of St. Louis that took place back in June 5th. You got linebacker Pierce Mooberry, of course, Big Mooberry out of Millard North. Defensive lineman, there's that D again, the defensive lineman, offensive lineman, Malcolm Sensom out of Hitchcock, Texas. Brian Atupo of Layton, Utah, that big offensive lineman right there. Obviously, offensive tackle there. Interior lineman Houston Kahia Torres out of Hawaii, out of St. Louis, Honolulu, Hawaii, but St. Louis High School there. Then athlete Jeremiah Jones, who was a big one. We just got out of Kentucky back in late June. And then Sean Hammerback, that other offensive tackle out of Winter, South Dakota. We got one from South Dakota and North Dakota right now.
Dakota, Nebraska.
Absolutely driven that pipeline up there. Then cornerback Bryson Weber, obviously out of Missouri City, Texas. Cornerback of the defensive lineman. We just talked about Cade Petrak. That's out of West Fargo. So that breakdown is good. You got one quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end, 3 offensive linemen, 3 defensive linemen, 1 linebacker, 3 defensive backs, 1 athlete. And where are they from? Here's the number that I like to see. You got 5 from Nebraska, 2 from Texas, 2 from Utah, 1 from California, 1 from Colorado. We snatched out of there 1 Hawaii, 1 Kansas, Kentucky, Missouri, North Dakota, and South Dakota is thus far the recruiting breakdown, which is great to see. I love seeing that, not just because it's Nebraska. We didn't recruit Nebraska because it's Nebraska. They're not, you know, they can't play.
Yeah.
But to get those 5 to where other schools were coveting their services too is just encouraging to see that we're landing some of those guys, man. Obviously, we got to
be interesting to see how many more they go. They got 17 recruits right now. If they'll go over 20, 21, 22, probably.
Hey, I'm curious where our scholarship numbers at right now.
I don't even look at that anymore. It's
it all shakes out.
It doesn't matter. They'll figure it out.
No, it all shakes out.
Like Coach Rule said, we'll find a way.
Yeah,
I think they're over still.
Yeah. I don't even stress about that anymore. They've got a plan. That's one thing that
all I do is stress.
I say about this staff anymore is they've got a plan, and I love plans.
You're like, what's his name in the A team? What's the head guy's name? What's
Hannibal.
Hannibal. I love it when a plan comes together.
Yep, that's what I feel like.
Wears the gloves and lights a cigar.
That's what that's what Matt Rule has to do. A poster looking like him. I love it when a plan comes together.
Black gloves and a cigar.
Yeah.
Terrence Knight, he's the CEO of Death Row. Kind of put people in a frenzy when he made that bio change on Twitter for a while. I was like, wait a minute. CEO of Death Row. Is he working for Cube now? Is he working for Dr. Dre? What's going on?
Shug.
He said it's the name they picked up, and it's the guys, and these are the guys enjoy. They even have a secret handshake.
Yeah.
Rico, what do you think about it?
Have fun.
Exactly.
Have fun. That's all there is to it. You went through a tough season last year where you had all of these opportunities in front of you as a defense, as a defensive line, and things just didn't fall the right way. You didn't have the right cards. The hand you were dealt wasn't the best. But going into this season, have fun, have confidence in yourself that you can do it again, that you can improve. And I mean, that's all you can do. You control what you can control. Have some fun with it along the way.
Mm-hmm. I like what they're doing. And Chase B, good morning. Yes, a terminology, a phrase they use quite a bit. He's spreading his seed. Remember that?
Yeah, spreading his seed.
Chase B, they are definitely spreading their seed, and they're picking up a harvest. Because you think about this, all due seriousness. A year ago this time, Foley was all over the place.
Yes.
I don't know how many high schools, but I know it was a lot of them. And they went out there and they did. They spread that seed. They started making relationships. They started mending fences. They started turning over dirt where they hadn't turned over dirt before. And it was hard dirt too, because it hadn't been done in a long time.
Hadn't been watered.
Hadn't been watered, hadn't been cultivated.
No
and
fertilizer.
they started putting fence posts up around the state of Nebraska, around all these high schools, from clear up to, you can say up to, think about up to Sioux Falls, Nebraska, Sioux Falls, over that area.
North Dakota.
All the way over to Shadron, back down to McCook, and all over to Pawnee City down there. There's like, you know what? We have to secure our own borders, first of all.
Yep.
And we got to make sure if these kids do get out of here, it's not because we didn't go and make invitations and make ourselves known to the high school coaches, to the community, to spend time in those areas, get to know who they are. And I think they're starting to see really the fruition of that right now, you guys.
Exactly.
Because they're not strangers walking in. Because think about what we were hearing a year ago, actually 2 years ago. We hadn't seen these guys.
Yeah.
Yep.
We hadn't seen these guys. But I'm going to tell you one guy, and I'm just going to say it, who they can't say that about, was former Nebraska cornerback Kenny Wilhite. Kenny was on those phones like crazy, creating avenues, cultivating those relationships, and had them for years. He was always there, making those calls. And that's why those coaches respect him so much. And these new coaches, I'm glad they understand, we have to get to know all these coaches. So again, because Raff, you said this before, they may not have an athlete now, but they may in a year or two.
Yep.
And you don't just come in there, Johnny lately, hey, how you been? Dude, we ain't seen y'all in a decade. What are you talking about?
That's why you're having these football camps for the younger kids. And
dang right.
You're having these, I mean, the Team Jack race, just stuff like that. Anything to get them incorporated in Nebraska football is a positive.
And you're seeing the whole staff, not just one or two guys. You're seeing everybody. David from Renew, if we go to break, yes, he goes, AD golfed for free.
Somebody played good.
Yeah, I did have a golf for free, which worked out. So that, but the weather was perfect, man. We talked a lot of trash, had a lot of fun. Bothie chipped one in from the fringe for the save par.
Gamer's game
on one of those holes, man. DF, we had a push for $20 a guy on hole 16? Hole 15 or 16 anyway was $20 a guy. And he snakes a par in there and cleans up on that one, man. So that was nice. But on my Eagle, I think I got triple a guy. And I only know what the money was.
Yeah, you guys are too expensive for me.
No, it was $2. $2. $2. And then it goes up. But nevertheless, it was a good time. Folks, when we come back, we got the RGTZ before we close out this Monday with the drive. We'll be back with you again on Friday. Again, the whole team is down there in Indianapolis making their way that way. So we'll come right back with the RGT. We close out this Monday with the drive. 937 The Ticket.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see a chance of showers and storms. Otherwise, partly sunny skies with the high around 84. Tonight, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms early, then partly cloudy skies with the low around 64. And tomorrow, we'll see mainly sunny skies return with the high around 88. I'm meteorologist Kyle Puck for 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, everyone. Kendall Warnock with A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. If you're looking for an automotive repair facility you can genuinely trust, we would be grateful for the opportunity to earn your business repairing your vehicle. We have ASE master technicians and qualified to work on a variety of vehicles from Hondas to Porsches, Jaguars to Toyotas, and Chevrolets to Fords. We pride ourselves on customer service and relationships, and we would be grateful for the opportunity to serve you. Give us a call at 402-477-4660. A1 Automotive. Always honest answers.
Your child was embarrassed when you arrived at their basketball game. 75% of parents or guardians report current alcohol use. Drinking alcohol can cause harm to children and loved ones. By drinking less, your child will be excited to see you at their basketball game. If you or a loved one is looking for help, find a treatment facility near you at findtreatment.gov. For immediate support, call, text, or chat 988.
Brought to you by Nebraska DHHS in partnership with SAMHSA.
The 40th annual Cornhusker State Games has concluded, and it was another remarkable year. The Cornhusker State Games featured 70 sports for athletes of all ages and abilities with more than 7,000 participants. Check out results from all events at cornhuskerstategames.com, and remember, make plans to participate next year if you didn't this year, and especially if you did. Thanks again to our partners, Nebraska Orthopedic Center, Pepsi Cola, Nebraska Medical Association, and Farmers Mutual of Nebraska.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Rosie Sports Bar and Grill, open for lunch and dinner at 1501 Center Park Road. Are you looking to get into the electrical construction industry or wanting a new scene? The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeymen and apprentices and are offering great pay and benefits. Call Mike at 402-875-1034 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
Is it time to replace your AC? Call Bryant and save money in every way. Bryant provides you with solutions that save. Save big immediately with attractive rebates and save every day with lower operating costs. Most important, though, the systems are selected to fit you. The right system, priced right, properly installed. That's the way Bryant works for you. How much can you save? Call for a free estimate. Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing. 467-1111. We do whatever it takes.
Ready to add a dash of Southern flavor to your week? At Wings and Rings, their brand new Southern fried wings have arrived for a limited time. Indulge in the irresistible goodness of large, traditional bone-in wings coated in a crispy beer batter and fried to perfection. Try them with hot honey or any other sauces. And for those busy summer days coming up, look no further than their Southern Fried Wings Family Bundle. Wings and Rings, 2 Lincoln locations on O Street or Village Lane.
Stevens & Smith Construction is a full-service, employee-owned concrete company that specializes in residential and commercial foundations and flat work. They've been a leader in the concrete industry since 1971, with nearly 250 employees combining for more than 2,000 years of service. With locations in Lincoln, Omaha, and Kansas City, they're united in quality, integrity, and professionalism to create excellence in construction. Learn more today at stevensandsmith.com.
Hi, it's Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and maybe the biggest savings in the Midwest are happening right now at Koppel. When you buy a new GMC or Chevrolet anywhere else, you might be paying too much. But right now, we're going to give you over $10,000 off list or 1.9% APR on select new Chevrolets or GMCs. So please give us a shot before you buy anywhere else. Please stop in the dealership or check us out online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Must trade and finance with approved credit.
Early break with Sip and Jake.
And it's pretty much just lettuce, tomato, mayo, and bacon. I mean,
That's
you don't need to do
DLT.
much more. Yeah.
Bacon, lettuce, tomato. That's the crux.
This is groundbreaking.
That's the
Groundbreaking
crux
stuff
of the
here today
sandwich.
on the BLT.
That's the crux of it.
I never thought of it that way, but yeah, you're right.
But to have it,
What is the BLT
what's the
stand
most
for?
important part is the bacon, the lettuce, and then the tomato.
Early Break with Sip and Jake from 6 to 8 every weekday morning on 93.7 The Ticket. In every office, there's two types of people. There are those who bring in bagels and those who eat the bagels that someone else brought in. Everybody likes the first person. Be that first person. Weekday mornings at 7:30, you have a chance to win a business box of bagels from Bagels and Joe. All you have to do is shut up, Sipple. 2 questions for you, 2 for Sip. Win, and the bagels are yours. Lose, well, you don't want to lose.
You lost Monday. You lost Wednesday. You're a loser.
Shut up, Sipple. Weekday mornings at 7:30, brought to you by Bagels and Joe. Now back to The Drive with AD, Raff, and Ahman Green on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, everybody, we are back again. This is The Drive on 93.7 The Ticket. It is Monday. What was it? The Cleveland.com?
Cleveland.com, because Big
Nebraska
Ten media doesn't do their
preseason
own.
8th.
For
I'm gonna
whatever
guess
reason.
Purdue is the worst team.
Yeah, because you just looked at my computer.
I did. I know.
Who's 13th?
Indiana.
Illinois.
Oh, I was close.
Who's 11th?
I have no idea.
Maryland.
Oh, okay. Who's won? Ohio State.
Who are the only 2 teams with first place votes?
Ohio State and Michigan.
Oregon.
Oh.
21 for Ohio State, 6 for Oregon. Penn State coming in at 3rd.
Michigan get no respect.
Michigan at 4th, followed by Iowa, USC, Wisconsin, Nebraska, Rutgers, Washington rounds out your top 10.
I don't care about preseason rankings. It only matters at the end. And Heisman trophies. All right.
Man, preseason rankings have been pretty spot on lately, so.
Rico. Okay. I can't take no more. I'm done.
Why? Why? 8th would be a good
Doesn't
season.
matter to the end.
8th in the Big Ten would be a good season.
For who?
For Nebraska.
No.
That's a winning record.
Here's my thing with Nebraska this year, man.
You're saying no. What are you expecting? 3 losses? Chill out.
My thing.
Yes.
My thing is this for us this year. It's been set. Well, this year be if you don't. You've been 7 years since we've been to a bowl game.
Been a while.
We've had 7 straight losing seasons. 7 straight.
Tough.
To me, just get to a bowl game. Get to a bowl game. That is my thing. Get to a bowl game.
Preferably the Snoop Dogg gin and juice bowl game.
And like that's not. And the thing is,
I don't care what bowl game it is. Get to a bowl game because that's something for next year. This time, even during the season, you can start recruiting for because people can start seeing noticeable difference. That's right there. Get to a bowl game. Win the games you're supposed to win. And don't put yourself out. My thing is just get to a bowl game this year, man.
Can I say and saying that isn't changing the expectation at Nebraska. It's not saying that, Nebraska is now just a get to a bowl game school. This season for Nebraska is setting a foundation.
I think it's big.
Is
Rico. That's a great point.
getting the foundation reset from last year where you had a pretty good season, but again, you finished with a losing record. Getting to a bowl game is resetting yourself. It's not saying, this is as good as Nebraska is going to be from here on out.
Right.
It's just saying you need to start somewhere.
Yep.
You need to win enough games to qualify for postseason play, and then you build from there. Because once you qualify for postseason play, like you said, it brings more eyes, it gets you momentum, and then you try to improve next year. You try to improve the next year.
Right.
You try. You're not lowering the bar. You're not moving the goalposts at all.
Rico,
it's just getting yourself ready for more, for better.
I'm going to say this. Looking at, and we know Nebraska's record. I mean, their schedule. There is no reason why Nebraska, when all dues and purpose, you look at the defense we have returning. Obviously, we have a question mark on Raiola, not knowing how he'll do, but all the due expectations, he should do well.
Mm-hmm.
We expect him to do well. A seasoned offensive line, a bunch of veterans on defense. In my humble opinion, Nebraska should have a winning season. How many? I don't know. And I'm not even going to go there. I'm not even doing my, forecast for this. I don't know. But looking at this, because next year's schedule is much different, brother.
Yeah.
Much different.
You need a foundation.
You better believe it. You need a foundation. You're big time. Big time this year. So there is no reason looking at Nebraska's schedule, with an exception, of course, of the Ohio State. You got Colorado there. Wisconsin will be a widely veteran team. Nebraska should have a winning season. Should does not mean they will, but they should have a winning season. To your point, Rico, you better establish it this year because next year, buddy, that schedule is no joke.
Mark it down. We're having a winning record this year. Chris Raff said it.
I'll take it.
Chris Raff has said a lot of things.
I have.
RGT, Raff, what do you got, my man?
All right, everybody. Today's Raff's Good Take, sponsored by Cigars Lounge, 800 Q Street. Go there between 12 and 5 any day of the week, and you can get 15% off your tab. Today's Raff's Good Take goes out to two people that have probably had just a great, huge impact on my life. Chris and Dana Duvall, my friends down in Alabama. They went to Nebraska here. Always have included me in their family. Their parents, sisters, brothers, everyone. Just two great people. They are celebrating their 24th wedding anniversary today. I was there 24 years ago, jumped off a cliff 24 years and 2 days ago. That was crazy. But guys, I should say sounds good, but I love you guys very much. You guys are two of the best people that I've ever encountered in my life, and you are Raff's Good Take.
Happy anniversary to the Vols. To many more. The 80 Attitude Adjustment is sponsored by Integrated Life Choices. IOC is hiring for direct professionals all over the state of Nebraska, full-time, part-time, days, evenings, and weekends. Help ensure a meaningful life for the people you support and helping to achieve their hopes and dreams. Apply at IOC.net/careers. The 80 Attitude Adjustment is very simple, folks. Be grateful. Simply be grateful. With everything that's going on in our world today, with people that we do know and don't know. Everyone you meet is encountering a battle you have no idea about, but be grateful. For it all, your health, your strength, all of those things, because it could change in a heartbeat. So simply be grateful, folks. That's it. I'm grateful that we had a chance to hang out this morning. Again, the entire team, this will be our last show until Friday, because from 8 to 6 p.m., starting tomorrow morning with Sip and Jake and those guys, they'll be from 6 to 6 a.m. Those guys for 12 hours straight from tomorrow until Thursday. The Ticket family will be there at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis covering the Big Ten Media Days. So definitely tune in all day for that. Today's regular schedule, but starting tomorrow at 6 a.m., you're going to get full live coverage from the Big Ten Media Days from the whole team. They'll be interviewing coaches from all over the conference. So you definitely want to tune in all day. Starting tomorrow all the way through Thursday. Raff, take us home, my man.
Perfect.
Rico, appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you.
All right, everyone. Have a great rest of your day. And remember, be nice to each other.
As you're looking at Rico.
We'll talk to you tomorrow. See ya. Bye.
Thank you.